Hello there, gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Ugins Insight here, episode 17. But joining me today is Luke.
Hello.
The Metallic Mimic.
Metallic Mimic?
You seem to change deck every time.
That is true.
That is true.
Definitely.
Mimic.
Yeah.
I am
Hashtag Metallic Mimic. Please all start hashtagging it in Luke's Twitter.
I think maybe I'll make that as my profile picture on Twitter. I'll be official.
Yeah. And then also joining me today is Adam, the Planeswalker master that seems to break everything, all the formats when he starts playing Planeswalkers.
Just ask Uza.
Yes, he started putting Ask Uza in his commander deck, which he's built Planeswalkers. It is going to be wrong. And me as well, the Necromancer himself, Chris. So we've got quite a bit to go through today, and as you can probably tell, the whole Magic computer's been up and down and everything. So cover what's happened in the news. We're going to go through the Rivals ixlian spoilers, Unstable, and then also the top 8, what we think of the top 8 in a minute, does anything needs banned, what we think about energy and all that. So firstly, we'll go through a time-honoured tradition, which is the Cracker Pack, which Adam has kindly brought an hour of Devastation for us this time. So I'm going to pass it over to Adam.
Okay, so our Devastation, kind of thought, mix it up a little bit, see what happens. What are we hoping for here?
Invocation Scarab God.
Luke?
Yeah, Scarab God. Is it Scarab God's an invocation?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much does that go for?
You know the Wonder Pack would be a Invocation Scarab God and then the normal Scarab God.
Yeah.
Or Blood Moon. I'll take Blood Moon. I'll take an Invocation Blood Moon.
Jordan will be over that in a second.
Okay, so let's get started. So we'll quickly go through the draft. There we go. Moaning Wall. So two and a black. Cycle for 2, 0/5. Actually, this is really ridiculously good for limited. You know, just stick a wall out. You are not getting past me. But
Yeah,
not first pick.
Yeah.
I like the artwork for it.
You know what? I actually hated that card when I first started drafting, but I didn't realise how good it actually is. A 0/5 for 3 mana.
Yeah, but no, it's pretty strong. Next one, Sidewind Naga. As long as you control a desert in your graveyard, it gets +1 and has trample. 3 mana, 2 and a green. 3/2, not bad.
Yeah,
you know,
good going.
I feel like it's kind of necessity if you play deserts in your.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a bit useless, isn't it? So, yep. Next one, Proven Combatant. 1 mana, 1/1, or Eternalize for 4 and 2 blue. Again, I might stick it if you're playing blue.
Last
but
pick.
Yeah, it's not for it's not good.
I've got this type of card. Next one, Wall of the Forgotten Pharaohs. Again, the amount of times I saw this being played in Limited was ridiculous.
The thing is, I think you guys played a lot more limited than I did, because especially you played this at the GP, didn't you? So you know exactly what's good and what's bad.
Yeah, I'd pick this as long as I've got a desert again. Otherwise, it's just a 2 mana 0/4. Yep. Next one, Kindled Fury. Target creature gets +1/+0 and first strike until the end of the turn. If I was playing red, then definitely. You know, it wouldn't be first pick, but it would definitely be higher up there in the uncommons, in the commons even. So definitely a decent one. You know, potential picker.
Yeah.
Without weakness, target creature gains indestructible until the end of the turn. Cycle for 2. Again, if you're playing the right colour, perfect. But
if you're not, it's useless.
It could be potentially used as a chump blocker.
I like the artwork because they actually sort of match. That the creature's the same creature.
Oh yeah. Oh dear. Well, what do you know? Next one, Rampaging Hippo. The 4 and 2 green. Cycle for 2. It's got a trample and it's a 5/6.
Yeah,
Definitely
love
yes.
this.
Oh, it was ridiculous in limited again. You know, just swinging in with the hippo was brilliant.
It's either cycle it early if you've got nothing, or just keep hold of it. If you get it late game, then you play it.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, next one. Haven of Enduring Hope. When you enter the battlefield, you gain 3 life, 5 mana. 3/3 flying. It's alright, not amazing. Good for evasion.
I think it's alright.
Yeah. Maybe not the first pick though. Next one. Desert of the Indomitable. Again, as we probably discussed in previous podcasts, you probably pick this pack 2, pack 3.
Yeah.
If you're thinking you're getting loads of deserts, and you might potentially go for it.
Yeah.
Next one. Avon Reed Stalker. Flash flying, 2/3, 4 mana. okay if you're playing blue again. You try to slow down the game.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's too bad.
The flash gives it the the edge to what you normally do. Next one, Torment of Scarabs.
I love this card.
4 mana, 3 and a black. Enchanted player either loses 3 life unless he sacrifices a non-land permanent card or discards a card. Okay, good long game.
Yeah, I played this in standard,
and
I love it.
Yeah, it's quite a popular one, isn't it?
Yeah. It does, especially it's a very long grindy card. That's the only thing.
In limited, it works so well because, of course, you're generally going to be getting rid of your hand very quickly.
It does work well in constructed, but you're in for a long game if you're going to do that.
Okay, next one. June to the Dead. When it is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. There's not that much getting rid. Yeah. In standard, this is actually starting to be played in Ramnat Red.
Yeah.
I've noticed. Get a 2/2 zombie. So potentially, wouldn't pick it for limited though.
No.
Depends really what you got. If you've got any ways of sacking desert, then you might want to consider it.
Yeah. Okay. Last uncommon, Angel of the Godpharaoh. It's a 6 mana, 2 white, and a 4 flying 4/4 angel, or you can cycle it for 2. Again, it's a bit like the rampaging hippo, isn't it?
It's got more evasion, but it's a 4/4.
Yeah. So
I would probably choose the hippo over that if I. Well, it depends on what colours you're at. But say for example I was green white, I'd probably choose the hippo over that.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Okay, in the rare, Ramnap Hydra. Vigilance Trample gets 1/1/1/1 if you control desert. +1/+1 as long as there's dead in the graveyard. Actually, it's not too bad. It wasn't, entirely dreadful, but guessing it's not. It'd actually be one of the probably first picks in this pack. I'd probably pick it.
Limited is good. Yeah. I don't see where it has sort of a place in standard.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
But limited wise, I think it's actually quite a good card.
Okay, and finally, let's see if there's a rare foil. No, it's just a forest and a cat token.
So, not very good pack.
No invocation for me. Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, no.
What would be your first pick?
Well, the thing is with the Hydra, you need to have deserts. So, I mean, it's a good. If it was first pack, you could choose it, and then you knew that. Oh yeah, now I can just go for deserts.
Yeah.
So I think probably choose that. But of course, if the rare wasn't there, I'd probably choose the hippo.
I'll choose the hippo.
Yeah.
I'll be tempted to take the hippo over the Hydra.
The thing is, with limited with this set, cycling is such a good limited mechanic because of course, like if you don't want the card, you just cycle it. And especially late game, if there's a card that's useless, like the wall, if you need attack, you can just cycle that instead of having a 0/5.
Yeah. Excellent. I mean, I would go for the Hydra. I'd probably take it as Hydra or the Avon or the Godpharaoh.
This one.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, potentially. Again, it really depends what colours you're playing. Second, third pack, you might tend to pick this if you're in white. If you're in green, maybe the Hydra. It really depends how many deserts you've got.
Not really that strong of a pack.
I feel like the Hippo has won me more games in Limited than the Hydra overall. So I would be more inclined to take that Hippo. But, this is still susceptible to removal. So is this. It's still 5/5 if you've got enough deserts.
Yeah, definitely.
Just as good. But, yeah. Okay. So, that's our pack. That's our cracker pack.
Yeah, so, as you guys could probably tell, obviously, Twitter has exploded with what's happened, especially with Jeremy and...
Yeah, definitely.
But, I mean... we don't really need to go over what's happened because obviously we all sort of know what's happened, but obviously our stance is obviously we are against any sort of harassment, whether it be anyone.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, obviously we all know what's happened. I mean, it's still going on from there, but we have to wait and see as it develops, unfortunately.
I feel like as a team we want to focus on the positives rather than the
and I think this is something. Sorry, go on, Adam.
Negatives of the community. We don't condone it, and I think what the best thing to do is we'll carry on, as normal. It's a bit disappointing to hear what's happened, but
unfortunately, it's nothing that is something that's happened. We've just got to all move on from it, so stay strong.
Yeah.
I mean that's one thing we all from what I heard, the community has done. It has stayed strong.
Yeah.
Throughout it. But anyway, enough of that. Unstable. Now, this was, I don't know about you guys, this was a very interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really liked Unstable. I was really excited for it. I was a bit worried it was going to be, the games were just going to get stupid, which there were a few where people were just playing to the draw because they were just gone for a while. But all in all, I really enjoyed Unstable, and I felt like it wasn't too overpowered.
Yeah. Some really funny combinations. It looked like everyone was having a good laugh with it.
Yeah, it definitely got very, very loud, and I can imagine if anyone else was at F&M, they probably couldn't have heard their opponent, because I was shouting at my opponent at one point because I just couldn't hear anything.
Well, you saw what happened at the GP. Steve's just walking in the room.
Hello.
Yes. So, welcome, Steve.
Thank you.
So it happened at GP, and Luke and Steve and Chris. Oh no, you weren't at the Liverpool one. Wait, sorry. Chris and Steve can talk for this. We were. I remember sitting there playing some standard tournaments, the side event tournaments, because as my usual trick, I knocked myself. Oh well, I dropped out after 3 rounds. I got my 1 win. I've improved. I was like, I'm running away with some pride, and. I just remember sitting there trying to concentrate and standing, and all you could hear behind you was shouting. And what had happened was that there was the Chaos Draft had run out, and they decided, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to have Unhinged go on, which was just loud and...
It looked really funny. I kind of wish I went for it, but... It was either that or doing the Shelter Alara block, and I know exactly which one I was going to choose.
Yeah, definitely. I find it weird how they ran out of packs for Chaos Draft, but they had enough Unhinged.
I think
they didn't do Unhinged. Yeah, they didn't do Unhinged as a Chaos part of the Chaos. They did it as the prize wall, and I think not many people were taking it off the prize wall.
No, I don't think many people.
Had I known, was there if there were lands in the thing packs? I might have been more tempted to go for those packs, but that's just knowledge.
But yeah, as a set, I think we can all agree it was an absolute giggle to play with.
And I've got to say, drafting it today, it's been rather interesting. We got added little bonuses to it. Actually, as a set on its value on its own, if you just look at the cards, the 15 cards, commons, rare, uncommons, there is not that much value. You can see prices going a bit crazy at the moment. I saw foiled Uza going for 100 quid yesterday on a Facebook website, and I was like, it always happens in the sets. Everything goes massively overpriced in the first
you know why? Because a lot of it's legal in Commander at the minute.
At the moment, it won't be for long.
Well, they've made it legal in Commander so they can sell some more packs.
Yes. But what is interesting to see is the actual added value, because today I got a foil beast token. That was perfect. It goes into my modern deck. I've now, instead of got a boring, normal beast token, I've got one foiled, so that's quite good. The lands, everyone's going to be fighting over the lands from here to eternity. The John Avon lands, so that's always a popular one. But I think
the one thing with the set though is that it takes a while to draft, and it takes a while to play the games. So, I mean, if you're playing at home, set a big chunk of time to play it. And if you are playing it at F&M at all, you will be there for the long haul, because we were playing it yesterday at F&M, and generally F&M finishes at about 11:30. We start at about 7:30.
7:30, yeah.
We started at 7:30, and we won't finish till about 12:30. Past midnight. So we were absolutely knackered. And we'd only done 3 rounds. It's a long old...
I felt like the draft was must have been a little bit quicker today. People were knowing what they were doing, except me and Steve, who was like, we have no clue.
You had more clue than I did, because I tried not to look at anything.
Yeah, I only looked a little bit, but it was the worrying fact that when I shouted out on pack 3, is it bad that I don't know which colour I'm playing?
Yeah, that's never a good sign, Adam.
Well, it's also bad when you open up it's not bad, but open up a 5-colour Blazer Walk on pack 3 and then why did I open this first pack?
Hey, you made me a very happy man. It's now sitting in my commander deck.
But me and Adam have managed to get a box of this, so we will be actually trying to record some of this, the draft, which is going to be very interesting, to never say the least.
We're itching just to open it for the land.
Yeah, and the tokens. Oh, zombie tokens.
Because what I was doing, because of course I played like mono white in modern, I was just trading all of my full art lands for mono white plains, for full art plains. So it was quite funny. So I'm close to getting the amount that I need. But unless I buy any more packs, I can't see myself getting any more. Because I don't think anyone's going to trade them.
I think, well, as you could see in our store today, we came into our store today and they had brought, I think they brought something like 11, 12 boxes, and they were all literally good. They had literally had to put boxes back to ensure that they had enough to draft for everyone over the weekend. So
it was interesting to see that we didn't have, there was a lot more people at F&M. Like F&M was full compared to today where we only had one draft pod.
Well, yeah, when you've got a set that is very weird and only comes out once every 10 years, I think you're going to get every Magic player possible that can do it, will do it.
But I thought there'd be more today.
Yeah, possibly.
But yeah, it is. I think in conclusion, we've all enjoyed it. The lands are sweet in it, so they can only go up and value. But yeah, anyway, moving on from that. Rivals ixlian. Now there have been quite a little bit of spoilers on this, so obviously the Planeswalker decks have been spoiled on them, as well as some of the cards. So Luke, do you want to kick things off?
Yeah, the one card that caught my eye was this giant elder dinosaur, which is Tetsimok, Death Primordial, which is a legendary creature for 4 colours and double black. Has Death Touch, and this is the reason why I think it's quite playable, is for 1 black, you reveal it, and then you put a prey counter on a target creature. You can only do this during your turn. And then when it actually enters the battlefield, it destroys all creatures with prey counters on it, which I think is an amazing card, because you get it early, and you just sort of keep revealing it, putting pro counters on all their creatures. And when you get enough mana, it's just a board wipe, and you've got a big old creature on the field.
The issue I've got with it is, though, obviously, you need, it's quite specific to creature decks, and also if Solemity's out, that card's useless.
Yeah, that's true. Overall, it's not too bad. I mean, 6 mana for a 6/6.
Yeah.
And it's only a rare as well.
Don't get me wrong, it does look pretty sweet from what I can see. I mean, if that's the rares, I'm waiting to see what the mythics are.
It's interesting because the dinosaurs are generally green, white, and red. So we're getting dinosaurs in different colours. So it'll be interesting to see if we get any dinosaurs in blue as well.
But I mean, this one is black, so it will be interesting to see going from there.
Well, hopefully the other tribes, or I imagine the other tribes will be spreading out. As well.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see. But I really like this one. I think you could probably play it in a control deck that's playing black, because you're gonna early game, you're just gonna be putting pro counters on things. But yeah, like you said, it is a bit weak against a deck that doesn't play many creatures. But
it's a very situational card.
Yeah,
Adam.
Yeah, the one I was looking at was one that's probably going to destroy my Planeswalker Commander deck. It's called the Immortal Sun. Actually, it's generally a pretty good card anyway. It's 6 mana, legendary artifact. Players can't activate loyalty ability of Planeswalkers. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Creatures you control get +1/+1. That is just nuts.
It is. I mean, that is the reason why it is 6 mana and a legendary.
I don't.
I think Commander.
Yeah, possibly. To be honest, do that, other than Super Friends Commander, do that many people run Planeswalkers in their Commander decks?
No, this is the thing.
Not too sure, really.
It wouldn't shut that many decks down.
My guess
draw
is...
an additional card, you've got better cards for that. Spells you cost 1 less to cast, I think you've got better cards for that as well. If you wanted it for that. Creatures you can get control, get +1/+1. I'd rather just have Mechanic Mimic.
I mean, I'm surprised it's Mythic as well.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm glad it's a mythic.
Well, it does need to be a mythic because you think that it's cost one of your spells for one less to cast, and also it's giving your creatures a boost. So it does need to be up a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steve,
You got a card lined up?
No, because I've just arrived. I'm just looking through.
all right.
Chris, do you want to go over your
Right, so I'm gonna go. Right, so this is been revealed out of the Planeswalker decks, and the one that's sort of really caught my eye is Vraska Scheming Gorgon, which is 4 mana, 2 black. She starts off with 5 loyalty, +2 creatures you control get +1 until end of turn. -3 is destroy target creature, and a -10 is until end of turn. Creatures you control gain death touch, and whenever this creature deals damage to an opponent, that player loses the game.
I feel like when you activated this ultimate, you probably won the game anyway.
Yeah.
So
I just think its +2 is really bad. Like,
yeah.
it's just one of those things that it can't really protect itself with its +2. I think it's a really cool card.
I think it's a cool card. However, would you have chosen ixlian Vraska or this Vraska?
Well, this is the thing.
It's
If you
a
can't,
protector.
if you
Yeah,
can't,
exactly.
if you can't get the ixlian one, which it's gone up stupid price at the minute. This is an alternative. I mean, the other one is the Minotaur Pirate.
Yeah.
Which, I'll be honest with you, I'm having a look now, and that looks even more better. And
The thing is, though, these are the Planeswalker deck versions. They're going to be a version that you're going to find in booster packs.
I don't think there'll be a Vraska in a booster pack.
You think?
No.
Because they've done it in the previous set.
There'll be an
Oh, right.
There'll be an Angath. There might possibly be another Planeswalker. I haven't read the story, so I couldn't tell you who.
They haven't done a they haven't done a Merfolk or a Vampire Planeswalker.
Yeah.
oh,
There was a Merfolk Planeswalker. That
Oh,
would
isn't
be
Sorin a
crazy.
vampire? I know he's in Innistrad, but
I don't think
No.
he's down as a
No.
vampire, but he can give out vampires.
he virtually is a vampire.
Yeah.
Do you think Sorin could come? Because he can.
That would be really
Planeswalker.
cool.
Well, the fact is that they got vampires in that. It does.
Makes sense.
Or Olivia Bloodsworn. She's
She's not a Planeswalker though, is she?
But wasn't
No,
she?
but-
She and both of them were in Innistrad, so I
Yeah.
don't know. I can't imagine seeing them back so soon.
yeah.
What would be funny if there was an actual dinosaur Planeswalker? I know we had one with a dinosaur in it, but having a just a
How would that work?
dinosaur
Just a sec, though.
Dinosaurs with
How would the
dinosaurs.
dinosaur planeswalker actually work?
Can you imagine? They're just in a random place, all of a sudden the Planeswalker appears out of nowhere.
super intelligent dinosaur.
Suddenly you have this the unhinged T-Rex. Suddenly becomes a planeswalker.
Surprise!
Well, what Steve said, I think definitely a Merfolk Planeswalker would really shake things up, and it'd be interesting to see its abilities if it if it could be played in Merfolk.
Kiora's on
like a
Zendikar.
Merfolk deck.
But she is Merfolk, though.
Modern Merfolk, if it was good enough to play Modern Merfolk.
I think its plus ability would probably be make target creature unblockable until the end of the turn or something ridiculous like
I
that.
think they've been very
Yeah.
careful so far not to improve the modern Merfolk
Yeah,
deck
yeah.
too much.
Well, you can see from the spoilers that one of the
Modern.
one of the Merfolk that they've spoiled is actually a card that's used in Modern Merfolk, which is
So just reprints.
the Silver Gill Adept.
Yeah.
So it does make me wonder. But yeah, I mean, we're calmly seeing what gets revealed in Ixalan rather than Ixalan. It does look like as more gets revealed, it is going to be quite interesting.
I'm just
But-
hoping it shakes up Standard. In all honesty.
I'm just looking at the Zelda Dinosaur at the moment. It's the Gelter one where it's a 10 and 2 green, but then it's X that gets decreased, so the 10 gets decreased. Amount of power you've got on the board. So actually, I think that could put dinosaurs into.
Yeah, I think the thing is like the fact that what was the other dinosaur? The hexproof can't be counted.
Carnage Tyrant.
The thing is, Carnage Tyrant isn't really played an awful lot, so it worries me that this card won't see much play either.
Carnage Torrent is better than this, I think.
But
because
then
it's
Carnage
been removed.
Tyrant doesn't really see much play at all. I mean, dinosaurs don't really see play on a competitive level.
Yeah.
So it worries me that this card won't see play. It's the same with Merfolk. Unless they print some decent Merfolk, you know, we might see Merfolk come out.
We'll have to wait and see what
I'm
happens.
just praying that there's nothing, you know, that's printed that's going to make energy better.
Yeah. Well, no, they can't do anything with energy.
But not anything with energy, but just cards that are just going to help the deck out in general.
So, speaking of energy, that's going to go on to our next subject, which is... Thank you very much, Luke, for getting into that.
No, you sound a bit of a downer now.
Oh, no.
Down mood.
He had his own good link up that he was going to do. And he's
you just spoiled it. Right, so, for the final bit we wanted to talk about is the top eight. Obviously, the current way the standard is at the moment. So, I mean, though, do we feel anything needs to be banned or anything?
Well, it's the same decks. Like, I looked at the top 8 for the World Cup, and it was just the same decks. Like, you've got the blue-white gifts deck, you've got Ramanap Red, and then, of course, you've got the Teamer Energy decks, or there's the Sultai Energy. And that is literally it at the moment. I mean, you've got a few fringe decks.
I'm just looking at the most recent tournament. It's Naturals Ground Gold Rush 2017. I don't know what that is. We'll find out. Actually, the winner of that tournament was Mono Black Aggro. So
these are small tournaments, so that's the thing. Like
it's enough to be put on the top 8 website, so it's a pretty big tournament.
I mean,
you know,
it's mono black aggro, mono white aggro. There is at the moment. I think there's Grixis Control. There's a Cycling deck as well. I think those are good decks, but I think they're sort of fringe decks when you compare it to the rest of what's happening at the moment. Ramanap Red, Teamer Energy it's just too.
I think Teamer's winning a lot more than Sultai now.
Yeah.
At the moment, I don't know if that's because lots of people playing Sultai, and it's made a difference. Sorry,
I feel like all the decks are reasonably evenly matched. Well, I think not evenly matched, but like it's quite a rock paper scissors format.
Yeah.
So I don't think if you do go ahead and ban something, it's going to destabilise the format more than it's going to. I think this is a good format at the moment.
I think this is the issue. If they ban anything from Melody, they're going to have to ban things from Red and Godfarrow's Gift.
The thing is it's nice because of course we've gone through having Mardu vehicles. When we had Mardu vehicles, that's what everyone was playing, and it's nice. Like you said, Steve, there are other decks out there that are doing well, and it does feel like a rock paper scissors, and there's a bit more diversity. You're always going to have the top deck, so you know everyone's going to moan about the top deck.
I think an ideal number is about 4.
Yeah,
you never with the limited cards in standard, you're never going to get really more than 3 or 4 decks that are tier 1.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, Ad, what were you going to say, mate?
I think when I look at the last PPTQs we've been to, the one me and Luke went to, Ramanap Red was the top.
Yeah.
Well, it was 3 of the top 4. The one we went to, Ramanap Red only got 2 people in the top 8, I think. Not even that.
Depends who
Yeah. So actually, I think that banning something would be stupid right about now. I think we just leave it as it is. See what Rivals of Ixlian. If Rivals of Ixlian does create that unbalance, and it creates a Mardu vehicle situation again, that's when you do start banning stuff. However, at the moment, I think we're in a happy place.
I think this is where Wizards sort of learnt their lesson, especially with the Sahili cat combo.
I still don't think it was that bad, to be honest.
Yeah,
so many.
I'm actually agreeing with Adam. It was beatable. You had to be clever about it, but you could beat it.
You think there's a braid in the set now, in the format? I played a cat eye, I braid it. It was a 1-3, wasn't it? This is what you're going to tell me it was a 1-4.
It is, I think it is a 1-4.
Okay.
I feel like it is a 1-4.
Maybe not then.
But yeah, but it is generally. I do agree with Adam on this. I think, and Steve, I do think a ban would destabilise the way standards going, and I think if they did ban something, it would upset things. And it really is.
Yeah, with Rivals of Ixlian, I think it will make the existing decks better, but I think probably at least one of the tribes will be good enough to compete at that sort of level.
I mean, we're keeping an curious eye on it in a minute and go from there and see how things go, because especially with us going to PPTQs, it does affect us quite a bit. What is in top 8?
But I think you've got to admit, I think Kanadeshino's revolt, we are still seeing the aftermath of that. The fact that energy is still prevailing.
This, some people was like, well, when dragons attack here, those sort of problems and all that. This is what's exactly happened. I mean, we'll have to wait and see what happens when Aether Revolt and that comes out. I think that's going to be an interesting bit.
When Rivals of Ixlian comes out. Oh, are you saying when it rotates out?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Because then I think we might see some Ixlian stuff come out and shine.
We'll have another set.
Yeah.
Another 2 sets out since before then.
Maybe we'll
Plus
see dinosaurs.
I think energy will start to die out sooner rather than later.
I think
maybe towards rotation, people are starting to think, oh, okay.
It depends. I don't know. It depends how much +1/+1 counter the synergy there is in green and rivals. Because I know blue, green, Merfolk has a lot of +1/+1 counter stuff been going on. So it depends what cards they release.
Yeah.
For whether it's Sultai energy or improve. That's the main one that I think could be looking at rivals to improve.
so. But going from there, I mean, that's our thoughts on the top 8. We're going from Catherine. Go around the table. I don't think ban anything.
No, I don't think so. I think we're at the point now where we've got enough decks in there that there is a diversity. If there was maybe 1 or 2 decks, then that would be an issue, like Steve said.
Adam?
No.
Carry on, Adam.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Steve?
No,
Sorry, Luke.
No, I can't imagine anyone turning around going,
ban all the cards in standard. Everyone can play
The
with
thing is,
60 basic
the one
cards.
card I'm thinking of is Hazoret. But if you ban Hazoret, a Ramnet Red just becomes unplayable.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there. I mean, what? You can put Chandras in there
Well, they've
instead.
got Vraska's Contempt that they're pretty as an answer.
And
Yeah,
hostage
exactly.
taker.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's a lot more answers.
But yeah,
Ban everything but dubious challenge.
But there's nothing to dubious challenge to
Yeah, dubious challenge.
Yeah, dubious challenge.
anyway, vastly moving on from that. Because Dubious Challenge is not a good card. So that is it. Just a recap on what's happening with us. Obviously, Christmas time, a few videos coming out. Jordan is away. I'm taking a New Zealand. I'm taking over the channel for a little while.
Permanently.
Jordan will come back and it'll be in ruins.
Please don't. I'm already worrying about this as it is.
It won't be Orcs Head Magic anymore. It'll be Orcs Head Chris, and then that will be the name of the channel.
Orcs head zombies.
Zombies.
Zombie head magic.
that would be. Fun.
Everybody start hashtagging zombie head magic, please.
Do you want to talk about sort of aspirations for next year?
So next year, obviously, we've got GP London coming in January, which I know me and Adam are definitely going.
Yeah, I should be there as well.
Luke should be.
I won't be.
Steve won't be. Jordan, I think, is coming. But I think the new big ones for all of us is going to be GP Birmingham, which I am actually coming for once.
Yeah.
So
Birmingham was a really good GP, and the fact that Channel Fireball are doing all the GPs this year is exciting.
this is going to be interesting because they've got to keep up the game a bit.
I think also as a team it will be. I think as a team, standard is pretty much our strongest format.
Yeah.
And actually, I think we could do well.
Well, Steve is good at limited. I think.
Steve's just a limited king. But other than that, I think you're quite strong in standard. I'm quite strong in standard. Chris is. We're all got to think about what we're going to do. And the other GP we haven't mentioned towards the end of next year, which is actually going to be this time next year now, is going to be Team Modern. And actually, we're trying to devise a plan at the moment, aren't we?
Yes.
And try to figure out. But
bring it on, gents. We can take it.
it'll be good.
It's a long time away yet, though. So
We got plenty of time to practice for it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
PPTQ wise,
Adam's still on his crusade with the PPTQs.
Yeah. Luke.
He's getting ever so closer. And Luke, the jammy git.
yeah, it will because you discussed it on the last podcast, but I'll just go into further detail. It was me and Adam in the final, and it was the worst opponent to play against.
Yeah.
It was nice to know that one of us would get it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's horrible when you have to play each other in the finals because, of course, we were in the semi-finals and Adam had finished his game because he was Remnant Red versus Remnant Red, and you're sitting there watching me, and I can imagine deep down you were thinking, please don't win, Luke.
No, to be honest, I would have probably lost to God Fairy's Gift anyway because I didn't really know. I wasn't playing well against it at the time. But, you know, one of us got through, and that was the main thing. And, you know, actually, it's done me a benefit because what some of you might have seen on my Twitter, I haven't been updating it as much lately because I've been working, is I am close to buys at GPs. And actually, me stopping going to PPTQs would just halt me up. Even though you've got the ×7 multiplier on the RPTQ, actually, you know, there's nothing saying I'm not going to go to RPTQs and win a game. So actually, it's more beneficial for me. I'm keeping going to PPTQs. I'm on 966 currently as of today. I got the 1 Planeswalker point today for going for the unstable draft. Come on.
But I don't think I think the next PPTQ is January
now. Yeah. So what I've got to do is I've just got to keep going to PPTQs. I'm going to try and get 1,300. So I am currently 34 to I'm guaranteed a buy at my next GP. I should get that at London, I reckon.
Yeah,
by the time I hit London.
As long as you do enough side events. And just,
then, who knows, you know, maybe I could get that second buy for the standard GP. I really...
Yeah, the best thing about where we live is that PPTQs are everywhere around where we are. So we can travel, like, depending if you want to travel, like, I mean, hour and a half around that area is pretty good.
We've got about 5-6 PPTQs, haven't we?
What about you, Steve? What's your plan? You sort of dropped out of the competitive scene now.
No, I just not been going because I've not been available when you big guys have been there.
Yeah.
I mean, I did that one. I'd like to go to the PPTQ next year. So
How many points do you want at the moment?
I've just had a look. It's 839.
800. So you're not that far behind me. You're only 130 behind me. You could definitely get one buy.
But Nationals is our next thing as well, isn't it? I know we're jumping from
event
to event, but Nationals.
Me and Jordan really enjoyed Nationals. We want to go next again.
I really want to do Nationals as well.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It seems to be stupidly competitive though.
Yeah.
I don't care. I want Axion run it again. I just want him to run it again for the Chaos Draft. I don't care anything.
It's just because both of you pulled such amazing cards, especially.
Trust me, when you play their Chaos Draft, you will know why. But anyway, that is it from us, guys. Obviously, this is going to be the last one before Christmas. So, from all of us, we wish you all a very good Christmas. We will be back in the new year. Whether it will be before the GP or after.
We'll probably get one in just before the GP.
Or during it. But we'll sort it out. But from me and the others,
thank you.
Yep. See you later, guys.
Cheers. See
you. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
We all wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, wherever you are. And we hope you enjoy it yourself. And from me and the others, goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.
Hi guys, remember if you like that video, please smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel. Let's keep the MTG community growing here on YouTube. And from this, please check out our other playlists. We have plenty of other Magic the Gathering content from myself and the other boys at Orcs Magic. And we will catch you all very soon.